Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of gold can move in the next 2 days. Now if you look at the chart of gold, what we can see, it is trading at a level of $1938.31. Okay, and you can see a doji candle is forming here. Probability is higher than that if the price started sustaining above this level, because we can see that there is a resistance coming at a level of around 1953. So once the price started moving above that level, a further upside we can see. Okay, and now if you look at this particular overall trend, see, if you look at this particular trend, there is a trend forming which is showing that if the price started moving below a level of $1927, okay, and then keep a probability that it can go further low, because there is a clear pattern forming towards downside. But if it started sustaining above a level of 1953, a further upside movement we can see. So keep it in mind that if the price starts sustaining 1953, a further high, but if the price keep moving below a level of 1927, a further low we can see. This is the first thing, analysis. Okay, now if we go beyond, okay, then what you can see, there are two patterns forming. Okay, this two pattern is for 2 years. The first pattern is 2 years and this is an 8-month pattern. Okay, and before that, if you look at this particular pattern, that's a 10 or 10-year pattern was forming. Chances was very high that these similar patterns can again form. Okay, see, look at this pattern. This pattern is also same. So probability is higher that as soon as started moving above a level of 1953, and once started going up that level, it can touch a level of around 1988, and if the price move up that level, a further upside movement we can see. And then there is a higher chances, once it started moving above a level of 1988, a further upside movement we can see, and then it can cross a level of 2008 and then a further upside movement. So before I move ahead and explain you where the price of gold can move in the next 2 days, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link I've given in the description, you can join that too. Okay, suppose if the price didn't sustain this level, let's see, because the price is continuously moving down after making a half around $2009. Chances are, I suppose if the price didn't sustain, it can move further low towards a level of around $1933. Okay, and if it goes below this particular level, chances of touching a level of 1930 is there. Okay, and once the price started moving below a level of 1930, then a probability of touching a level of 1924 will be, we can see, and from there a probability of going further down, and then a probability that we can see it can go further low towards 1915. Okay, again I repeat, if the price started going below a level of 1938, the probability of touching 1933 we can see, and then to a level of 1930. Once the price started going below that level, a further downfall we can see towards 1924 to a level of 1915, and if it started going below that level, a further fall we can see towards a level of around $1904. Okay, so once it goes below a level of 1904, a further fall we can see, and from there a probability of going towards a level of 1886 we can see, and then below 1900, probability of touching 1886 is there. Okay, now if it started going below 1886, then a probability is higher that it can go further down towards $1878, because as soon as started going below a level of 1927, probability of going further low we can see, and then if it started going below 1900, chances of touching a level of 1878 we can see after crossing a level of 1888, and if that level move further down, then a probability of going below a level of around 1865 also we can see. So you have to keep it in mind that once started going below 1900, a further fall we can see, because there is a clear pattern forming, and a pattern says that there is a higher chances of going further down. Okay, now you have to understand something, that market is uncertain. Okay, market is uncertain, so you have to remember that it can turn around also, because the news and all these data comes. Okay, so you have to be ready. Okay, we don't focus on things like a news, something like that, and then that sudden effect. Always remember to set your SL, because it will save your capital, because if sudden news comes, then there can be a volatility. Okay, or something like war situation comes like this, so you have to remember that. Otherwise, if you trailing your SL, then you can save your profit. These two things are very important. Okay, saving a profit is, you have to trail your SL. If you have to put the SL, then you can save your capital. These two things you have to do. Now suppose if the price form a swing at this particular level, because you have to remember it's trying to form a doji candle, as you can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, so this doji candle, if so let's see which candle it form. Now it is forming a green candle, but when it started going below this level, it is turned out to be a red candle. Okay, so let's, it is on that particular range. So suppose if the price sustain this level, we can see it can go towards its next resistance of at a level of $1942. Okay, and if it started going above 1942, chances are very high it will cross a level of around $1945.95. Okay, this $1945.95 is already being a weak resistance, so chances are high it will cross a level of around 1949. Once started going above that level, a further upside we can see, and then from there we can see a level of $1953. Okay, and chances are higher that we can see it will cross a level of 1960. Okay, and if started going above that level, a further higher we can see, and then it can go towards a level of 1966 after crossing a level of 1963. Okay, so once started going above level of 1966, then a probability of going towards a level of $1978, and from there a further upside towards a level of around 1982. Okay, and as soon as started going above that 1982, the probability of going towards 1990 we can see, and once started going above 1990, then there is a clear pattern forming, and chances are high it will cross a level of $2000, and it will touch this particular high from 2009, and once started sustaining this level, a further upside we can see, and then it can make its new high also. So there is a higher chances of making it. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description also. Okay, and if you have any doubts, and if you want to attend, you're a beginner, then if you want to get trained for all these things, you can mail me. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.